Oh God. Bengals at Green Bay. Green Bay minus 14.5 is the spread. Game total at 44.5. You could talk me into Green Bay going over 44 points by themselves. Betting splits on this game. 54% of the bets on the spread are on the Bengals. 68% of the bets on total to the under, and 95% of the bets on my line are on the Packers. Okay. 14.5 is a ton of points, but we just saw them lose by 13 at home against a Lions team that I would say is probably a step better than the Packers. Now they have to go to Lambeau with a quarterback that's had a week of that has played the Packers before, but has a week with his new teammates and can't move. I don't like putting Joe Flacco behind this offensive line. I don't think is a winning move. Um,
Especially when there's so many other backups that they could have gotten. Like why they went into the same division
well,
and got Joe
I
Flacco.
think he was available, and I think he had the history with the Packers. I think it probably factored in their decision. They had to do something, and they couldn't turn to they don't feel they can turn to their third stringer, which makes sense. I mean, when you have a Joe Burrow on the roster, you don't really look to invest in the backup quarterback position. Um, may want to rethink that moving forward.
Yeah.
But I can't take this. Again, I Bengals are auto fade. I will lay the 14.5. I typically don't like to do this with numbers this big. Um, I don't see how the Bengals score, and I do see how the Packers should be able to score a fair bit of points against the team. So this is I'll lay the 14.5 here.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going with the Bengals plus 14.5. Um, I mean, I realize that their line still has issues, their defense still has issues. But I think Joe Flacco might give them just enough of a spark to keep it close.
Okay.
He did beat this Packers team a few weeks ago, albeit
Well, the Browns
albeit
defense
with a much better
13.
Browns defense,
It was 13-10, was it not?
something like that.
Yeah. So it's not like Joe Flacco was like leading them on drives up and down. It was the Browns defense kept them in that game.
Yeah,
So
but I the 14 is quite a lot. It's
it's a lot, but I think it's justified in this case. So all right,
uh,
slide along.